Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yes, there is a new change of scenery. I am in my dorm room. I'm in college. If y'all want an official dorm tour, let me know. But as y'all can see, I have my closet right here, my bed, my desk. I have a little couch. We have a lot in here, so if y'all ever wanted an official tour, just let me know. So back to what this video is actually about. My Life with the Walter Boys came out recently, like a few days ago, and I binge watched the whole thing, and it's back and it's messier than ever. Okay, we have Jackie turning into Belly. Okay, we can't have this happening, so I thought I would yap about it with y'all because I binge watched it on one day and I have so many thoughts, and I was just like, let me spill the beans with y'all and let's yap about it. So yeah, grab your popcorn, your snacks. Y'all already know it's my last bag of popcorn and I'm gonna eat it with y'all. So yeah, let's get right into the video. If you've never seen My Life with the Walter Boys, don't worry because I'm about to recap it all for y'all. Season 1, really quick recap, and this is really good because there's only been one season of this show, so if you're trying to get into it, it's a really easy show to get into. It's just kind of slow at first if it's not your type of like show, or if you're like kind of bored, that's normal. It is kind of boring and slow at first if you're trying to get into it. I remember it came out 2023 Christmas time, I think, and it was really slow, and I just watched it throughout the break. So if you have a nice little break, or if you have time, it's just a nice slow burn, feel good kind of show like that, but it's also really has a lot of drama. So I'm about to recap it all. It's season 1 left off with Jackie. She comes in, her family had just gone through a tragic accident, so her whole entire family is dead. So then she has 2 family figures in her life left. She has her uncle. I forgot his name, but let's just call him the uncle. His name's not really important. And then there's the Walters, which is her mom's best friend's family, basically. So her uncle Robert is so busy. By the way, she lives in New York, okay, and the Walters live in Colorado, I think. So she moves all the way to Colorado to be with the Walters, and the Walters have like 10 brothers. My brothers are Cole and Alex, and when she first gets there, Cole is like the Conrad of the show, the broody brother, and Alex is like the lighthearted, bubbly brother, the nicer one, whatever. Okay, so throughout the show, she starts dating Alex, and then at the end of the show, of course, things with her and Cole were getting more intense, even though she was dating Alex. So at the end of the show, she kisses Cole. And then because of that, she runs away from her problems and decides to go back to New York. And that's where we leave off. So she feels like she's messed up her relationship with Alex, and she just leaves. She doesn't say goodbye. She just vanishes because it was a huge thing of, does she belong? Does she come of age? Does she fit in this household? And she decided to stay. But then all of a sudden she leaves. People don't know why. People assume it's to do with Cole and Alex assumes it's to do with that, but Alex has no idea what happened. And also another part was that Alex had told, they were drunk or whatever, Alex had told Jackie that he loves her, and she couldn't say it back. She didn't say it back. Of course not, because she feels for Cole. And just to throw it out there, I am Team Cole, okay? Just to make it clear from the start that I am Team Cole. Anywho, that's that. Yeah, so that was the whole recap. So season 2, I was like, okay, my hopes were high. I was like, okay, we're going into this. I want a lot of Jackie and Cole. You know, they had this kiss. You know, Alex will never forgive them for this. They won't ever get back together. So things were looking good. I was like, Cole has a shot. But the way that Cole and Jackie barely had any scenes, they never got together, they never kissed, which we'll get into later, but that just hurt me inside. And it hurt a lot of people as well, I'm assuming. Because I was like, whatever, what? But let's talk about Jackie. She was turning into Belly a little bit too much. Even her bestie called her out on it, was like, just pick a brother. Because she's like, oh, first of all, she thought that she could come back and everything would be okay with Alex and not even tell him what really happened. And then once she did, she thought it would be fine. I thought Alex was very valid in his feelings. He was like, no, I do not. We're not okay. I'm not going to be good with this. And yeah, he was very valid in his feelings. And I thought that would be like that. I just didn't think that he would forgive her. And later in the season, they do get back together. But his little boo thing, his little trainer, I thought they were kind of cute, but I just knew they wouldn't work out. At the same time, I kind of wanted them to work out because I want Alex out of the picture. Okay, I do really want him out of the picture. I'm not Team Alex at all. Nothing wrong with Alex. I actually thought he improved a lot from last season. Last season, he was very awkward and very weird, and that's just kind of what pushed me toward Cole a lot more. This season, he wasn't as awkward or whatever. He wasn't bad. It's just that I can see with my own eyes that Cole is endgame, and I want him to be really badly. Speaking of the summer I turned pretty a lot, if y'all want that, let me know. I posted a poll recently. I asked, do y'all want more Stranger Things or more, or the summer I turned pretty? And so far, Stranger Things is winning, so I'm gonna do hopefully that. But by the time I start my next video, I will be relying on that poll. So go vote on it for what you want to see. Also, join my community. I now have a community. Y'all can post whatever you want on my community tab, so please go check that out and use it. Talk to each other, talk to me, recommend shows, whatever. Just talk if you want to. Okay, that little plug out of the way. But the fact that they're putting new love interests for Alex and not Cole says a lot, you know? But I just really don't think Alex is endgame. So that's my whole little Alex spiel. I didn't think he would be so chill about it when she told him the truth, and he was, and then they got back together. Okay, halfway through the season, they got back together, they started dating again, and I was like, this is season 1 all over again. This is season 1 all over again. All over again. And one thing I kind of dislike about the show is how many plot lines it throws at you. I mean, it's called My Life with the Walter Boys, and I'm glad it doesn't just focus on Jackie, Alex, and Cole. It has, like, what Nathan's going through. It has what Will, I think his name, is going through with the whole house development and all that. I like that, but sometimes it can be, like, yeah, especially season 1, it felt like so many storylines just coming together for no reason. But I do think they did a good job about that this season because it didn't feel like too much. It kind of felt just right. Like, it felt like, okay, we just are getting different things from all the brothers. Petitioned for Isaac to have a lot more screen time in the show. I thought he would because people were crazy about Isaac in season 1, and so was I. And then season 2, he had like the same amount of screen time, maybe less. But petitioned for him to have more screen time. I wanted him to join in the love triangle because I do think that he's a good option, but I don't think that'll happen now. But anyways, jumping ship to, I don't know, Jackie. We can go back to Jackie. She's really just getting on my nerves because she can't pick a brother. She thinks Alex is very sweet. She wants to be with Alex because she wants to be something safe. But then she, as she says at the end of the season, she's scared to be with Cole because he brings her out of her comfort zone, which this was really interesting to me because it was different to see this from a girl's perspective because I've always heard guys talk about this BS. They're like, I can't be with you because you make me feel a certain way, whatever. And I always hate that BS in TV shows and movies. But it was interesting to see Jackie say it because it just kind of makes so much sense for her. She's not saying it in like a, oh, I can't be with you because you make me feel a certain way. It was actually kind of more real to me than that. It was like, oh, you make me lose control. And she's a very much in control person of her life. So it did make sense for her to say that. And the fact that Alex said, I love you twice. And then, right, because he said it again this season. And then she said it to him, to Alex, I think, but not immediately after. It took her some time. So I was like, okay, are we really, like, pushing Cole out completely? That was, like, really pushing Cole out. But then at the end, episode 10, it's a really big thing before we go into the ending of episode 10 and how that was just, like, kind of, that was crazy. That was a crazy ending. And I hated how they did the whole cliffhanger thing again. It was not even a cliffhanger throughout the show. Like, there weren't that big of cliffhangers, and then you leave on that cliffhanger. It's like, give me season 3 right now, which is good because it's already in production. Of course, I think so. It's already in production, so you don't have to wait as long. I think they said 2026, which is fine. I mean, we waited 2 years for this one. So I guess we can wait again. But I just hate the cliffhangers that it ends on. But a quick thing I wanted to touch on before we talk about the ending was Nathan and insert Skylar. We know what he looks like. We love Skylar. I actually love everybody in this show. My least favorite person is probably Will. My favorite character is probably Cole. I feel like Cole's just a very great character. His friend, um, again, I don't know his name, but the quarterback, so annoying. I hated him. I think that Kylie deserves better than him. Even though they're kind of cute, I just feel like he's gonna somehow screw something up. I don't really like him. He kind of came around, but that's besides the point. Anywho, my favorite character is probably Cole. Like I said, Cole has just made so much growth and so much progress that I kind of love him so much, and he deserves to be with Jackie. Period. Blank point. Anywho, back to Skylar and Nathan. The whole Skylar and Nathan situation was kind of crazy. I didn't think that Nathan would cheat because that was just kind of really out of character from what we saw from him last season. So the fact that he cheated was crazy, but the rationale behind why he cheated was low-key valid, and Skylar low-key pissed me off season 1. So not to say that the cheating is a good thing ever. It's not. He shouldn't have done it, and I don't stand Nathan for that. You should have broke things off before cheating, like always. You should always do that. Break things off before cheating. But low-key, I didn't even really care because Skylar pissed me off season 1, and I was like, okay, this is payback for that. And can't ever hate Farkle. You know, Nathan is Farkle. If y'all know, y'all know. And so I'm never gonna hate on Farkle. So I'm never gonna hate on Nathan. So although the cheating was really bad, and if it were any other character, I would be eating them up for it. Nathan, I'm just gonna let that one slide. Don't make it happen again, and we're fine. But it was just really crazy. And then that Zach guy was like so weird. He was using Nathan to try and get back with Skylar, then told Nathan, no, that's not why I'm doing it, and then immediately goes and does that. And it's just weird. It was just weird all around. The whole situation was weird. And I did kind of want them to get back together. But I do think Nathan needed to realize that you hurt Skylar and it's not going to happen. But let me know what y'all think about that situation. I just can't ever hate Farkle. So to me, in my books, he's good. But the cheating, I don't condone cheating. Never should happen. Now, for the one and only thing you've been waiting for me to discuss, episode 10 was a crazy episode. We had the whole little talking thing at the end. I feel like Cole was valid to, when Cole saw them, I feel like every action he took after that was so valid to kind of ignore her, because the WTF, Jackie, you're turning into Belly. You need to stop. You need to stop playing with Cole's feelings at the same time as dating Alex. You know? And I still don't understand why the whole time she wanted to hide it so badly. I think it was something to do with Cole. Because why can't she just be open about it? I feel like deep down she was like, Cole will be really mad about this, and deep down I still like Cole. I think that was kind of it, because Alex was really ready to be public and she wasn't. What else? Okay, yeah. So now onto that big fight scene at the end. Cole was valid in everything he was saying. He was like, why is it so hard for you to stay away from me, but you don't stay away from him? Valid. And then when he said, I love you, I was like, Cole is the man. You've won my heart. And BTW, did y'all know that Nikki and Noah are dating in real life? So Jackie and Cole are dating in real life. Which I was like, at least we won there. If she picked Alex, at least we won in real life. But no, yeah, when he said I love you and then she said it back, not gonna lie, that was spoiled for me on TikTok. If it hadn't been spoiled for me, I would have been so more shocked in that moment because I would have never thought in a million years she would have said it back because she said it to Alex. I didn't think they were going to double cross that. So, but that was supposed to be on TikTok. I saw that on TikTok and then I immediately got out of the edit because I was like, spoiler alert. Maybe you should put a spoiler alert before you make a TikTok these days. Just a hint, but that was spoiled for me. But it was still so crazy. I was like, wow, she said it to him. And then for Alex to be there behind him the whole time and he heard all of that and he was like, you love him. And then for her to go to the dad ending up in the ambulance or whatever, I hope he's okay. Because I love everyone in the family. Like I said, my least favorite family members probably will, but everyone else I don't have a problem with. So that was really sad too. So I hope the dad is okay. But the bigger, not just kidding. I was gonna say the bigger problem is, but no, it's not. It's all equally important. But I really just can't wait for the next season. I feel like we started right where we ended, or we ended right where we started. But season 2 ended the same as season 1. We have this love triangle again, where she was dating Alex, and now she's confessed or done something with Cole, and now he knows, and now it's like, what do we do from there? Like, where do we go? She's not gonna want to date any brother again, and then maybe start dating Alex again. Like, it's gonna be the same. I really hope they do something a little different. I don't want it to be the same exact thing again, because that's what it kind of felt like. It felt like the same exact thing again, both different plot lines and plot points. So yeah, I hope this video was cohesive enough to understand what I'm saying. If I miss anything in the comment section down below, please let me know. Also, of course, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you love this video. I can't wait to keep reacting to more shows, doing more things, especially in my dorm room. If y'all want a dorm tour, let me know. If y'all want to keep up tabs on my college journey and my college lifestyle, please follow my Instagram and my TikTok, where I'm starting to post more content on there of like game days, day in the life, stuff like that. So trying to be an aesthetic college girly, so follow those if y'all want to see that. And yeah, like and subscribe, and love y'all all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.